Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about fractions in math and reviewing what we did all week. So let's look at these problems. It says James ordered a medium pizza with 8 slices. He ate 3 slices and Keith ate 2 slices. What fraction of the pizza did they eat? So I know I need to partition this into 8 slices. I'm going to do down the middle. And I'm going to cut those down the middle. And then always count to make sure you have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? We know that James ate 3. So I'm going to do James ate 3 pieces. And Keith ate 2 pieces. What fraction of the pizza did they eat? So it's having you to add them up. So how many total pieces do we have? We have 8 slices. How many did they eat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of the 8 slices of pizza were they ate. The next question is saying, look at this shape below to answer the following questions. What is the unit fraction? Well, first we got to figure out how many parts are in this fraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 parts, so that's our denominator. What is our unit fraction? Remember, anytime we have a unit fraction, there's always going to be a 1. So this is going to be 1/8. So it's going to be 1/8. What fraction? What is the fraction of the shaded part? Well, there's 1, 2, 3 parts that are shaded out of how many? 8. And what is the fraction of the unshaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many total parts are there? 8. The next question says show 3, 6, 2 different ways. So I'm going to do it with a rectangle. I'm going to partition it into 6 equal slices. So that's 3, and I can partition it down the middle. But then I need to shade in 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's one way. Partition it down the middle, and then partition those into thirds. And then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 parts. Shade in 3. Okay, so that's already 2 ways. But I could do it with a circle. And then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then shade in 3 parts. So here's already 3 different ways, but we only needed to do 2 different ways. The next question is a 2-part question. It says circle who modeled 3/4 correctly. So we know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're both 3/4. But which one is done correctly? Well, it's going to be Jameson is going to be done correctly. Lincoln is not done correctly because why? These parts are not equal. So how can you correct the wrong fraction? So the wrong person. So Lincoln needs to partition his shape in equal parts. So Jameson is correct, but this is telling me what's wrong with the other fraction. The other fraction is wrong because they're not equal parts. Our next question our next question is saying what fraction of the stars are shaded in? So we're talking about shaded. So first let's figure out how many total stars there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total stars. That's our denominator. because we're looking at parts of a set now. Now, how many are shaded in? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 stars are shaded in. So 5/12. So 5 out of the 12 are shaded in. Here's a challenge one that we did yesterday. It says shade in 2/3. Well, we have to look at this, and this is partitioned into thirds. Well, we know that this is technically partitioned into 3/6, but how do we find thirds? We have to look at the rows and columns and see which one is partitioned into thirds. So I see that there's 3 columns and there's actually 3 rows. So you could do this either way. I'm going to look at the rows, and I'm going to do it this way, the rows. So this is like your 1/3. This is 1/3, 1/3. So this is all a unit fraction right here. Here's your unit fractions. There's your thirds. Now I have to shade in 2/3. So I have to shade in 1 whole row and then 2 whole rows. So this right here is 2/3 shaded in. The next question is dealing with number lines. So it says plot, which means like just put it there, label it. Label the location of 2/4 on the number line. So we know that this right here is 1/4. This is 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. So where's 2/4? 2/4 is going to be right here above where we put 2/4. Our last question is telling us to fill in this box. What belongs in this box? So first we have to figure out what is partitioned into. So I'm going to count my jumps. Remember, don't count the tick marks, count the jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6. And our one whole, anytime you get to a fraction and it's the same numerator and the same denominator at 1, you did it correct. If it doesn't get to the same numerator and the same denominator, you have to go back and you did something wrong. You have to go back and fix it. So this box represents 4, 6. Today you'll be doing very similar problems as what we just did. So take your time, shade in